Aquarius. The sky is silent tonight because heaven is preparing something no one's ready for. The new moon on October 20th isn't ordinary. It's your cosmic restart. The air itself feels charged, like the universe is holding its breath. Everything has gone still, not because nothing's happening, but because everything is about to. This silence is sacred. It's the calm before your storm of rebirth. You've been feeling that strange pressure lately. The mood swings, the random chills, the moments where time seems to freeze. That's not anxiety, that's spiritual calibration. The universe is syncing your heartbeat with destiny's drum. In less than 24 hours, a spiritual awakening will hit your sign like lightning, not to break you, but to rebirth you. Visualize it. The moon fading to black, the stars rearranging themselves like secret symbols only you can decode. You're not standing at the edge of an ending. You're standing at the doorway of a divine update. For months, the cosmos has been watching your endurance. Every silent tear, every night you chose peace instead of revenge, every time you believed with no evidence. Those were your initiation tests. Now the heavens are ready to respond. The new moon isn't showing light because you are meant to become the light. When the skies go dark, it's the universe's way of saying, reset, recharge, rewrite. Everything you thought was ending was just resetting. Tomorrow, the universe rewrites your entire vibration. You'll feel it first in your sleep. Intense dreams, déjà vu moments, the sudden memory of something you've never lived before. Your soul will whisper, I've been here before, but this time I'm ready. This is not astrology. This is prophecy. Aquarius, you are the carrier of divine intelligence, the water bearer who brings clarity to confusion. But to pour new truth, the old cup must crack. That's why everything feels unstable right now. Relationship, money, emotions, purpose. It's not punishment, it's purification. The universe is emptying your hands so it can fill them again, this time permanently. Retention line? But here's the twist. This awakening won't come in peace. It'll arrive through a test. Yes, before your crown comes your challenge. Before your breakthrough comes your breakdown. Before your miracle comes your moment of doubt. Tomorrow, life may look the same, but the energy behind it won't be. Watch for the small signs, a message from someone unexpected, a sudden power outage, a random emotional wave that pulls tears out of nowhere. Those are not coincidences. Those are confirmations. Because when heaven is ready to rebirth a chosen one, it doesn't knock, it strikes. And Aquarius, the lightning is aimed right at your soul. Hold your ground. The silence isn't abandonment, it's activation. The storm isn't chaos, it's creation. And this new moon, it isn't the end of your story. It's the blank page where destiny begins to write again. Engagement prompt. Comment, I'm ready for my new moon rebirth if you feel this shift calling your name. Every Aquarius has felt the silence lately. That strange emptiness before the miracle. That's not failure, that's incubation. The silence isn't punishment, it's preparation. You haven't been forgotten, you've been hidden. The universe has pulled you into spiritual quarantine, protecting your light while your next version downloads in the background. You feel cut off from people, from purpose, from clarity. But that's exactly how rebirth begins. Just like the seed buried in the soil, the dark is where transformation starts. When the moon disappears, it isn't gone. It's gathering light for your next chapter. The same energy applies to you, Aquarius. Every time you thought you were losing yourself, you were only shedding layers that couldn't follow you into your next frequency. Heaven hides you before it hails you. This is why some doors closed without warning, why people ghosted, why your intuition told you to stop explaining yourself. The silence wasn't rejection. It was divine isolation, a sacred pause so that nothing could contaminate your rebirth. The world can't see what heaven is still shaping. You might feel invisible right now, and that's by design. Invisibility is protection before promotion. When your energy upgrades, old connections lose reception. That's not loneliness, that's alignment. Every time you sat in the dark and still chose gratitude, you rewired your destiny. Every tear you wiped in silence became part of your spiritual signature, proof that you can hold faith even when the light goes out. Remember this: darkness is not the absence of God. It's the canvas where God paints miracles unseen. So if you've been crying more, sleeping longer, craving peace over attention, congratulations, Aquarius. You're in your cocoon stage. You're not disappearing. You're developing. This is the in-between moment that separates the ordinary from the awakened, the chosen from the comfortable, the reborn from the recycled. And here's the secret: the darker the silence, the greater the reveal that follows. When the moon rises again, it won't just illuminate the sky, it will expose who's truly been glowing in the dark. So, sit with your silence. Don't fight it. Don't rush it. Let it reset your nervous system and your spirit, because soon, everything that was once heavy will start to feel weightless. Heaven isn't ignoring you, it's incubating you. And when your breakthrough finally comes, people won't understand how you stayed sane through what should have destroyed you. They'll call it luck, but you'll know it was divine design. Commenty prompt, comment, I survived the silence, if you're ready for your new moon rebirth. Before destiny promotes, it provokes. This new moon will trigger emotional tests. Old patterns, ghosted friendships, sudden endings. Every major breakthrough begins with a spiritual test that doesn't look like one. The universe doesn't ask, "Are you ready?" It sends a mirror that forces you to prove it. This new moon will expose exactly what still controls your emotions. Maybe it's that person who left you hanging but still lingers in your energy. Maybe it's the opportunity you keep chasing because you fear starting over. The test isn't about them. It's about your reaction. When destiny wants to promote you, it first provokes your peace. The moon will press your old wounds like buttons on purpose, not to hurt you, but to see what still bleeds. Lesson: every Aquarius will face a mirror moment. Will you react from fear or respond from faith? The spiritual classroom is opening, and you're the top student being tested on detachment. These next few hours might bring strange friction, miscommunication, mood swings, people disappearing. Don't panic. You're not being abandoned. You're being assessed. The universe uses emotional triggers as checkpoints. If you don't flinch, the gate opens. So when something offends you, pause. When someone tests your patience, breathe. When you feel misunderstood, smile inwardly. That's the universe recording your emotional maturity, proving you're ready for the turnaround. Because truthfully, your promotion isn't blocked by enemies. It's gated by your reactions. This new moon is a spiritual audit. Heaven is checking what's still attached to your vibration before it hands you the upgrade. And here's the irony. The people and patterns that reappear this week aren't coming to stay. They're coming to see if you've changed. You'll notice little flashbacks. An ex's name pops up. An old wound gets triggered. A familiar situation replays. It's all designed to ask one cosmic question. Are you still the same frequency that got hurt? Or have you finally become the vibration that heals? Visualize a gate with glowing symbols. Each symbol lights up when you pass a test. Patience, forgiveness, detachment, trust. The more you pass, the faster the gate unlocks. But if you let anger, fear, or pride take over, the light dims. Don't let temporary emotion delay permanent elevation. Retention. Twist. Because what feels like rejection tomorrow is actually your redirection. Every no that surfaces under this new moon is heaven's GPS rerouting you. The job that ghosts you, the person who withdraws, the plan that falls apart, none of it is punishment. It's divine protection saving you from lower timelines. When doors slam, celebrate. That's not failure echoing, that's destiny filtering. Rejection is heaven's version of redirection. Aquarius, you're the innovator of the zodiac, the visionary, the world builder. But even visionaries must learn when to release the outdated blueprint. This chapter is about surrender, not struggle. If the test feels emotional, don't rush to react. Observe it like a movie you've already seen, because you have. It's just replaying to confirm you've healed. The turnaround happens after you pass this stage. Once you refuse to shrink into your old self, the universe will flood you with new connections, better timing, divine momentum. So tonight, when confusion rises, whisper, "This is just the test before my turnaround." Stand still in your spirit no matter what tries to shake you. You're being graded on grace now, and heaven never fails those who stay calm in the storm. Comment, prompt, comment, I passed the test before. This isn't symbolic, it's spiritual software. The cosmos is pressing update now. You'll feel it physically, like your body can't tolerate the same routines, people, or vibrations. Foods will taste different, music will hit deeper, silence will feel louder. That's the sensation of a timeline reboot. Mercury, the messenger, begins whispering divine truths into your intuition. Pluto, the planet of transformation, burns away everything false. Together, they form the perfect storm for your rebirth. So if communication breaks down, if secrets suddenly spill, if you find out who was pretending, don't panic. That's the purge before the promise. The cosmic rewrite erases every version of you that settled for less. Expect random signs, repeating numbers 1111, 222, 333, ringing ears, vivid dreams, chills down your spine. These aren't coincidences, they're coordinates. They're location pins from the universe, marking the exact spots where your destiny is shifting. When you see them, whisper, "I'm synced," because you are. Your higher self is in full download mode. That uneasy restlessness you've been feeling, that's divine data transfer. The more you surrender, the smoother it uploads. Aquarius, every timeline you've lived, the heartbreaks, the false starts, the silent seasons were just drafts. Now, heaven hits publish. The people who underestimated you were reading the rough version. They haven't seen the final edit, the masterpiece that's about to go live. Prophetic tone, every Aquarius who stayed humble while hurting is about to be honored while healing. Those tears you cried in private were liquid prayers. Every time you forgave when you could have fought, heaven wrote it down as proof of promotion. The rewrite means you no longer attract pain to learn lessons. You attract peace to live them. You'll notice the shift in small things. Conversations feel lighter, opportunities flow faster, even your reflection will look different, calmer, clearer, more magnetic. That's your aura expanding to fit the new script. But remember, new timelines don't come with old characters. Don't reopen doors you've already closed. Some people will fade without goodbye, and that's divine editing. The universe only keeps cast members who match the frequency of your next chapter. Visualize a glowing cosmic screen where your soul contract is being rewritten line by line, old karma deleted, new blessings uploaded, system updating. This is your cosmic reset, a clean slate powered by purpose. If you've been seeing feathers, hearing songs from nowhere, or waking up at 3:33 a.m., it's confirmation that your rewrite is already live. The old you would panic here. The new you prays, breathes, and allows, because this time you're not chasing alignment. You are alignment. You're the vibration heaven has been waiting for. So tonight, don't resist the changes. Don't cling to what's fading. The universe can't upload your miracle if your hands are still full of memory. Whisper to yourself, my story is being rewritten in real time, and this time I win. Comment, prompt, comment, my timeline is restarting if you feel the shift. These aren't breakdowns, they're system upgrades. The old version of you can't log into this new frequency. The awakening has begun, Aquarius. The new moon's code has already entered your spirit, and your body is now trying to catch up with your soul. That's why everything suddenly feels different. Time bends, energy shifts. You're moving through dimensions without realizing it. Awakening. Symptom number 1, sudden detachment from drama. People you used to entertain suddenly drain you. Gossip feels heavy, chaos feels childish, and you crave silence more than attention. That's not you being cold. That's your vibration choosing peace over noise. When the universe upgrades your frequency, conflict starts to sound off-key. Awakening, symptom number 2, desire to declutter life. You might feel the urge to clean, donate, delete, or walk away. It's your intuition saying, make room, new blessings require new space. Every item, habit, and person carries vibration. The new moon forces a reset, pushing you to release what doesn't resonate. Awakening, symptom number 3, feeling time. Move differently. Some days feel endless, others vanish in a blink. You're not losing track. You're stepping outside of linear time. That's what happens when purpose overtakes pressure. Heaven slows your clock when you need healing and speeds it up when destiny's ready. Awakening. Symptom number 4, intense intuition or ringing ears. That random ringing, it's your energy field expanding. Those sudden thoughts that turn out to be right, that's your higher self whispering before logic can interrupt. The new moon thins the veil between worlds, letting divine downloads pass through. Write them down. These are not random ideas. They're instructions. Awakening. Symptom number 5, random emotional waves that end in peace. You might cry without reason, then feel instant calm. You're not unstable. You're releasing archived pain from past timelines. The body purges emotions that the mind forgot. When the tears stop, clarity begins. Soft, prophetic tone. Heaven isn't asking you to hustle, it's asking you to harmonize. For years you thought healing meant doing more affirmations, more chasing, more proving. But now, the universe whispers, be still and vibrate higher. This awakening isn't about forcing, it's about flowing. You're learning to lead without loudness, to move without movement, to manifest from magnetic alignment instead of mental exhaustion. When you feel the void, don't fill it with noise. Breathe. Let your energy recalibrate. Because when you stop fighting the frequency, miracles slip through the silence. Retention line. But here's what no one tells you. The awakening hurts before it heals. No one talks about the ache that comes with expansion. Growth stings. Alignment isolates. Awakening can feel like loss, but it's really liberation. The pain is the stretch between the old self leaving and the new self landing. You'll lose interest in what once excited you. You'll question everything, your path, your people, even your prayers. That's the test. The universe strips away certainty so faith can be built on experience, not comfort. Aquarius, you're becoming frequency itself, light in human form. That's why you're tired, emotional, wired, and glowing all at once. You're not malfunctioning, you're morphing. So when it gets heavy, remember, the butterfly's wings form in darkness. The silence that scared you yesterday is becoming the soundtrack of your rebirth. Whisper to yourself, I am upgrading. I am aligning. I am awakening. Comment prompt, comment, my awakening has begun if you feel the frequency rising inside you. From October 20th to 22nd, a hidden portal opens, what astrologers call the new moon gate. Every intention, word, and emotion becomes code for your next 6 months, Aquarius. This is the sacred window between who you were and who you're becoming. The veil is paper thin. Every thought vibrates like a spell. Every feeling carries frequency. Heaven is listening to the language of your energy, not your words, your energy. These 48 hours are not ordinary time. They're spiritual technology. When you speak, the universe scripts. When you feel, destiny forms. So slow down, don't rush. Move like light through water, gracefully, intentionally, consciously. Visualize, you stand beneath the dark sky, candlelight flickering against your face. The moon hides, but you can feel it, pulsing behind the clouds, coding your future. Take a breath, release one fear, write one affirmation. Whisper it out loud. I am reborn in clarity, covered in peace, aligned with purpose. That simple act is enough. The new moon will seal it into your next destiny line. This is how portals work, not through rituals of chaos, but through moments of consciousness. The quiet decisions, the small choices to forgive, the courage to say, I'm ready. Because rebirth isn't one event, it's a vibration that unfolds in silence. Heaven won't give you proof first, it'll ask for trust first. But when you trust, proof floods your path. Aquarius, the portal doesn't open for those who beg for signs. It opens for those who believe before seeing. You've already passed every test that qualified you for this. The silence you survived was your initiation. Now, you're being promoted to a new level of peace, the kind where you no longer chase, you simply attract. During this 48-hour gate, pay attention to what repeats 3 times, the song that keeps playing, the dream that visits twice, the stranger who says exactly what you were thinking. Those are divine confirmations that your script is being activated. If you feel emotional, it's normal. Energy upgrades feel like heartache because the old energy is leaving your system. Don't suppress it. Let it flow. Cry, write, dance, breathe, pray, anything that lets your soul exhale. Remember, heaven's proof doesn't show up as fireworks. It shows up as peace that no longer needs an explanation. By the time this portal closes on October 22nd, you'll notice the world reacting differently to you. People will sense something new. Opportunities will magnetize. Old tension will dissolve without closure. That's not luck. That's divine coding taking effect. You've officially stepped through the new moon gate. So tonight, when you light your candle, know that every flicker is a line of code rewriting your timeline. Every inhale is a prayer being answered in slow motion. Every act of faith is a signature on your new contract with destiny. Whisper softly, I am not waiting for my rebirth. I am my rebirth. Because this isn't a beginning. It's a remembering of who you were before fear rewrote you. When the moon rises again, it will carry your name in its glow, a declaration that the Aquarius frequency has been reborn. So be still, trust the silence, let heaven finish writing the chapter you prayed for. Comment, prompt, comment, I trust my rebirth if you're stepping through this portal. Aquarius, tomorrow isn't the end, it's your resurrection. The universe has watched every heartbreak, every prayer, every tear that carried your name. For so long you've wondered if heaven heard you. Every night you whispered, when is it my turn? And the sky stayed silent. But silence isn't denial, it's divine observation. The universe wasn't ignoring you. It was gathering evidence of your endurance. Every sleepless night, every betrayal you outloved, every loss you faced with grace. It all became sacred currency, in the realm of rebirth. The storms that tried to drown you were the same waters that baptized your strength. The same moon that saw you break is the one that will watch you bloom. This new moon marks the first sunrise of your new identity. You're not returning to who you were. You're rising as who you were meant to be. The old self was the rehearsal. This one is the revelation. All those moments when you felt forgotten, they were heaven's secret preparation. The people who walked away were never your loss. They were proof that you were meant to walk alone for a while, so God could walk beside you. Now, as the sky resets, your light will no longer be hidden. By the next full moon, those who overlooked you will say, "What happened to them?" And heaven will whisper, "Rebirth." They won't understand how your glow returned, how your peace multiplied, how your name begins to carry power again. They'll think you got lucky, but you'll know the truth. You got aligned. You are not being punished. You are being positioned. Every delay was divine choreography. Every silence was spiritual strategy. You weren't losing momentum. You were gaining mastery. Now, the same energy that once broke, you will bow to you. The same cycles that drained you will now deliver blessings. The same heart that shattered will overflow with purpose. This is not just a new chapter, Aquarius. It's a whole new book written by destiny's own hand. Tonight, let go of the timelines you outgrew. Stand in your mirror, breathe deeply, and whisper, "I am chosen for rebirth. My light returns brighter. My name is protected. My path is pure." Because when dawn breaks after this new moon, you won't just wake up, you'll rise. Final declaration. You are not losing yourself. You're meeting your highest self. And when the world asks, "How did you survive?" your smile will answer, "I didn't just survive. I resurrected." Final call to action. Comment, "My new moon rebirth begins now," if you're claiming this prophecy. Like this video, share it with another Aquarius, and subscribe, because the next prophecy reveals the 3 days after the new moon, when miracles physically appear.